And you can see a live picture here from the New Orleans area just being battered by Hurricane Ida. Now our next graphic shows the radar image over the past hour, and the eye of the storm is just to the southwest of New Orleans and just to the northeast of the Huma area. And you can see that radar scan there, and we're going to see that as the eye passes just to the northeast of Mike Scantlin's location. Let's check in with Mike right now. And Mike, you're in the most powerful storm on Earth right now. How's it going?
Oh man, that is true, and it's going well. You know, a lot of the structures have sustained a little bit of roof damage, shingles and whatnot, but really not what we were expecting. I don't think we got the gusts quite up to 160 that the NHC was predicting with the latest update. But I would guess that we had a couple of gusts that were 145 or 150, maybe 3 or 4 of them, maybe 5. It was very intermittent, very hit or miss in that eye wall, and it kind of had some dry air wrap into the eye wall too, so it kind of fell apart a little bit as it was pivoting northward. But you know, it's an extreme hurricane event, absolutely, and you know, I'm a little sad that we aren't going to make the eye here, but you know, it's still you know, one of the most powerful things I've ever witnessed.
And where is your positioning right now?
I'm in downtown Houma at the I'm not sure exactly what it is. This is a parking garage attached to one of the county government buildings here. So just in the downtown Houma area.
Okay, and it is Houma and not Huma. Is that correct, how the local folks say it there?
I've been saying it both ways, so I'm not really sure.
Covering your bases.
Not positive.
All right, our lead storm chaser, Mike Scantlin, out in the thick of Hurricane Ida early this evening, and he'll have another live report coming up tonight on 10 o'clock and some video from the scene as well. Now back to radar over the past hour. Now, of course, that eye of the storm is again just to the southwest of New Orleans, just to the northeast of the Houma area, and that eye is traveling up towards the northwest. Now the eye wall is just outside the eye, and that's where we see the maximum winds with Ida as that continues to travel northward early this evening. Now, in terms of the satellite picture over the past several hours, there's the eye of the storm moving onshore, which it came onshore during the early afternoon hours as a Category 4 storm with those maximum winds upwards of 150 miles per hour. If it was a Cat 5, it would be 156 miles per hour or greater. So right locked in at a Category 4 for early this evening. From the National Hurricane Center, over the next couple of hours, it will weaken to a Category 1 by overnight tonight through tomorrow morning, and then to a tropical storm by tomorrow afternoon on Monday with winds upwards of 40 miles per hour, curling off towards the northeast all the way through the latter part of the week and going actually over the New York area and then back out to sea, possibly upgraded to another tropical storm. In terms of future track wind gusts, you can see that eye of the storm there just to the southwest of New Orleans. That's where we see the maximum winds within the eye wall of the storm. And as we go in throughout time, of course, tonight's going to be the maximum winds we see out of Ida, and then it will kind of dwindle a little bit tomorrow as it weakens furthermore over the next couple of days, eventually into a tropical storm. The rainfall is another factor of Ida, and in fact, we could see maybe 10 to 15 inches plus of rain, and you can see the extent of the rain in the New Orleans area up and throughout the north there, Birmingham, Alabama, down towards the south and southwest, and definitely in throughout Mississippi as well. So areas around New Orleans and to the north getting the most amount of rain. And a big thing about a hurricane is the storm surge. So all that wind from the hurricane just takes all the water here from the Gulf of Mexico and pushes it northward. And so this is probably the most amount of storm surge to the south of New Orleans, in some cases possibly there out over the coast, maybe 12 feet or higher per usual, and that's where we usually see the most amount of storm surge. And then inland to the New Orleans area and Lake Pontchartrain up towards the northwest, so the water is collecting up towards the northwest, and all that water is being pushed up towards the northwest, and so a little maximum there of that storm surge to the northwest of the New Orleans area. So storm surge, that was kind of the #1 key highlight from the National Hurricane Center last night before Ida came ashore. I'm meteorologist Brandon Woolley here in the 2 News Weather Center. Thank you so much for joining us on our streaming platforms. We'll have much more tonight on the 10 o'clock news tonight.